Hello my friends, and welcome back to the reading of the Medium's book, a book written by Allan, Kardec and the spirits. And today we're going to talk about the theory of the cracking muscle. What is the cracking muscle? Well, if the theory of illusion is inapplicable in regard to the evidence of sight, when several persons see the same thing, it is equally inapplicable in regard to that of hearing when the same sounds are heard by a whole assembly. For under such circumstances, it is evidently impossible to attribute them to a deception of the senses. All idea of illusion must, therefore, be regarded as exploded, while, on the other hand, observation has proved that these occurrences are not due to any fortuitous or physical cause. It is true that a learned surgeon, for example, and as for surgeon, Kardec makes a note talking about M. Jobert de la Lamballe. In strict justice, it should be said that this discovery is due to M. Schiff, but to the great surgeon belongs the honor of bringing it, with its consequences, before the Academy of Medicine for the purpose of felling all spirit rappers with this terrible cudgel, vid. For details of the onslaught alluded to the Revue Spirit for June 1859. Well, returning to the text, it is true that a learned surgeon has declared that the spirit rap is produced by voluntary or involuntary contractions of the short tendon of the muscle of the instep. He enters into elaborate anatomical details to show the way in which the mechanism of this tendon is made to produce those raps, to imitate the beating of a drum, and even to reproduce the rhythm of well-known tunes, from all of which he deduces the conclusion that the people who believe they hear raps in a table are dupes, either of a mystification or of a delusion. Unfortunately for the author of this pretended discovery, his theory is far from being able to explain all the facts of the case. It is to be remarked in the first place that the persons who rejoice in the singular faculty of cracking at pleasure the short muscle of their instep or any other muscle, and of playing tunes by this means, are exceedingly rare, while the faculty of obtaining raps in a table is a very common one, and those who possess it do not usually possess the muscular gift in question. In the second place, the learned surgeon has forgotten to explain how this muscle can be made to crack by a person who does not move, and how muscle cracking by one who is isolated from the table can produce in it vibrations that are as sensible to the touch as to the ear. How the sounds thus produced can be repeated at the will of the company on different parts of the table, on the other furniture, against the walls, the ceiling, etc. How in fine, the action of that muscle can be extended to a table that is not touched and make it move. But this pretended explanation, even if it explained the phenomena of the wrappings, could not explain any of the other modes of communication. We therefore conclude that the learned gentleman has proclaimed a verdict without having examined the matter in dispute, and must be allowed to regret that scientific man should be in a hurry to give, in regard to what they do not understand, explanations disproved by the facts of the case, whereas they, of all men, should be the most circumspect in laying down the law in regard to the new subjects, because their knowledge has pushed back for them the barriers which separate the known and the unknown. Well, guys, on the next video, I'll talk about the theory of physical causes. And I hope you guys have liked this reading as much as I do. I leave you with a big kiss. God bless you all. Bye-bye.